Welcome to Sleep Science Fact, a place where curiosity meets calm. Tonight, let's drift gently into the hidden wonders of our world. Discover secrets you never imagined and feel the quiet magic that surrounds us all. Tonight, we begin with a story of light born in darkness, a secret that many creatures have carried for millions of years. Imagine a world where darkness is not empty, but alive, where tiny flickers and glows drift through the depths, moving with their own quiet purpose. These are the first whispers of bioluminescence, the ability to create light without sun or fire, a quiet glow that exists purely as life's gentle magic. Bioluminescence did not appear just once. It did not spring from a single event. It is not a rare accident. In fact, this glowing ability has evolved independently more than 40 times across the tree of life. Each instance is a delicate invention, a tiny solution to the challenges of survival, showing that life itself is endlessly inventive. From the simplest bacteria to mushrooms carpeting a forest floor with tiny flickers, to the deep-sea squid that sends trails of phosphorescence through the black water, and the ethereal jellyfish drifting like living lanterns in the ocean, countless forms of life have discovered this glowing gift. Each flicker tells a story. Though the stories are not written in words, but in light itself, close your eyes for a moment and picture the ocean at night. The surface may appear calm and dark, but beneath, a ballet of light dances in the cold, silent waters. Tiny organisms, each smaller than the tip of your finger, flash in patterns so precise it seems intentional. Some flashes are warnings, a message to predators, a signal saying, "Stay away," or "This meal is not for you." Other flashes are invitations, calls to mates, delicate signals carried across invisible currents. Some are traps, glowing lures to draw prey ever closer. A soft hypnotic dance where the light itself becomes both promise and danger. Each glow is a survival story encoded in chemistry, in proteins and molecules that transform energy into light. A whisper of life saying, "I exist here, I survive, I thrive." Introdidites. Even on land, in forests dimly lit by moonlight, bioluminescence tells its own quiet tale. Imagine a fallen log, damp and smelling of earth, where mushrooms pulse with soft green light. You might think it is magic at first glance, a fairy tale spilling into the real world. But it is the product of evolution, honed over millennia. These fungi glow to attract insects that help spread their spores, tiny messengers of reproduction that respond to the flicker, unaware of the intricate dance they are a part of. Evolution, slow and patient, has refined this communication between the living and the light it produces. It is as if the forest itself has learned a secret language of glows, where every twinkle is a word and every flicker a sentence. Consider the depths of the ocean, a realm where sunlight never penetrates. Here, light is scarce, and bioluminescence is not a choice, but a necessity. Anglerfish, with lantern-like appendages, dangle their glowing lure in the black water, waiting for an unsuspecting fish to approach. Drawn by curiosity and the promise of food, tiny shrimp emit bursts of light to confuse predators or to escape danger. Jellyfish glow like drifting candles, sometimes pulsing with rhythm, sending silent messages across the vast dark. Every light is a conversation, a strategy, a survival tactic. Life finds a way to shine, even where darkness reigns absolute. Think about the molecules behind this glow. In all these creatures, there are chemical reactions, carefully tuned to produce light, without heat, without smoke. Luciferin reacts with oxygen under the influence of an enzyme called luciferase, and in that reaction, energy transforms into light. It is a clean, efficient process, like a secret alchemy embedded in life itself. And yet, this simple chemical principle has been discovered again and again independently, over and over, a testament to the creativity and resilience of evolution. It's as if life, faced with darkness, always finds a way to illuminate itself. Even bacteria, so small that billions could fit on the head of a pin, have learned to glow. In some species, light helps coordinate colonies, a kind of social signaling that ensures the group survives. Imagine a single microscopic organism producing light, and then hundreds, thousands, millions more joining in, until the dark becomes alive with soft, flickering radiance. On coral reefs, this glow can warn predators or communicate across the reef in a silent conversation of chemistry and biology. The tiniest forms of life have mastered light without ever needing eyes to see it or brains to understand it. It is instinct and invention rolled into a quiet, luminous harmony. Now consider the squid gliding silently through the deep water, its body a canvas of shifting lights. Some squid use bioluminescence for camouflage, matching the faint light from above to erase their shadow from the eyes of predators below. Others create sudden flashes to startle attackers, leaving behind a glowing decoy and slipping away into the shadows. The ocean is their stage, and light is both their shield and their voice. Every flicker is a choice. Every glow, a strategy refined over millions of years. Even in the air, at night, some insects sparkle like tiny stars. Fireflies blink their way across fields, a rhythmic pattern of signals to attract mates. Each species has a slightly different rhythm, a unique pulse that can be read only by those who know the code. You could watch for hours and begin to feel the subtle music of the night, a quiet symphony of light communicating across the dark. Evolution has tuned these signals so precisely that the dance of light becomes a kind of language, a poetry of survival. Take a moment and imagine yourself in a forest or by the ocean at night. You are surrounded by flickers of light, some close, some distant. Each glow has a purpose. Each sparkle carries a message. You are witnessing a world where survival and beauty are inseparable, where life has discovered countless ways to create its own illumination, and where darkness is never truly empty. There is no rush here. You do not need to understand every detail. Simply feel the wonder of life, finding a way to shine. Every time a new species evolves bioluminescence, it is like a soft whisper from the universe. Life is persistent, adaptable, creative. From the simplest bacteria to complex squid and jellyfish, the ability to glow has been discovered again and again, like a secret shared across time and species. It is a reminder that even in the darkest places, life persists. It communicates, it hunts, it hides, it loves, it thrives. And in this quiet reflection, you might notice something about yourself. Just as these creatures illuminate their surroundings, there is light within all living things, a subtle energy that connects you to the rest of the natural world. Your curiosity, your wonder, your attention to these tiny details. It is a way of glowing too, in thought and imagination, in quiet awareness. So as you listen tonight, let yourself drift with these glimmers. Imagine the forest floor alive with softly glowing mushrooms, the deep ocean filled with lantern-like creatures, the night sky mirrored in a field of blinking fireflies. Allow yourself to marvel, to breathe slowly, and to recognize that this light, though distant in time and space, is part of the same universe you inhabit. Life has discovered its own illumination countless times, and yet every glow feels new when you notice it. Every flash in the water, every blink in the dark is an invitation to watch, to wonder, to rest, and to feel a gentle connection to the living world around you. Even as you settle into your seat or lie in bed, imagine that subtle pulse of life around you, the quiet glow of countless forms of bioluminescence, as if the universe itself is breathing gently in patterns of light. This is the slow, patient, endlessly creative heartbeat of life. A reminder that even in darkness, there is brilliance, strategy, and grace. And as the story of bioluminescence fades softly into the background of your mind, let the calm of this natural light guide you deeper into stillness. Let it be a gentle invitation to continue exploring the universe in your imagination, to notice the hidden brilliance all around you, to marvel at life's persistence and ingenuity. Life glows in ways we cannot always see. It evolves, it adapts, it communicates, and it persists. And tonight, you have had the privilege to witness, even in thought, one of its most magical expressions. Let this image linger softly in your mind, a gentle light to accompany your rest. And as you exhale slowly, let yourself imagine these countless tiny lanterns drifting across oceans and forests, illuminating the darkness in quiet rhythm, reminding you that life is clever, beautiful, and endlessly inventive. Let this wonder settle in your mind and body, carrying a sense of calm, curiosity, and gentle awe. Here, in this quiet space, with every soft glow imagined, you are part of the same universe, breathing, resting, and witnessing its subtle magic. Let this knowledge fill you with calm delight, a gentle light to guide your thoughts into serenity and your body into rest. Tonight, let us drift into a story older than time itself, a story written in the language of stars and matter, a story that you are a part of in the quietest, most intimate way. If you allow yourself to listen slowly, you may begin to feel a gentle sense of wonder, a quiet awe at something so vast, so extraordinary, yet intimately connected to your very being. It begins with a simple truth. Your body is not only alive, it is cosmic. Every atom, every element, every whisper of matter inside you once belonged to the stars. Not metaphorically, not poetically, but physically. Your bones contain calcium forged in the furnace of a long-dead star. Your blood contains iron, shaped and heated in the heart of a star that exploded billions of years ago. The oxygen you inhale is older than any human memory, birthed from ancient stellar fires. Each breath you take, each heartbeat, is accompanied by a quiet echo of cosmic history. Imagine for a moment a star in the distant past, massive and brilliant, burning with unimaginable energy. Deep within its core, nuclear reactions churn ceaselessly, fusing atoms together to form heavier and heavier elements. For millions of years, this star burns steadily, a silent laboratory of creation. Then, at the end of its life, the star can no longer contain the immense energy inside it. It explodes. It becomes a supernova, a magnificent, violent burst of light that briefly outshines entire galaxies. But from this explosion, matter spreads, scattering elements far and wide across the universe. It is not destruction that follows the star's death, it is creation, a seeding of the cosmos with the building blocks of life. Slowly, across eons, these elements drift through space, carried on invisible currents, mingling with cosmic dust, gas clouds, and remnants of other stars. Eventually, some of this material gathers together, forming new solar systems. Somewhere in a quiet corner of a galaxy, a cloud of dust and gas collapses, forming a sun, planets, and finally, Earth. And from these scattered ashes of ancient stars, life emerges. The atoms that were once part of the furnace of a star now flow through rivers, grow in trees, swim in oceans, and inhabit every living creature, including you. Close your eyes, if you haven't already. Picture the iron in your blood, the calcium in your bones, the oxygen filling your lungs. Each atom once burned in the heart of a star. Each particle has traveled incomprehensible distances, drifting through the void, perhaps passing through countless worlds, witnessing the birth and death of galaxies in ways we can scarcely imagine. And now, in this quiet moment, all that cosmic history is present inside you. You are a traveler in time as well as space, a living repository of the universe itself. This is not an idea to rush. There is no need to grasp it fully, no need to understand every detail. Instead, allow the wonder to sink in gently, like a slow tide washing over your consciousness. Feel the calm weight of billions of years resting in your chest. Notice how intimately connected you are to something immeasurably vast. You are part of a continuum that stretches back to the first stars, and you will continue to be part of it in ways both mysterious and profound. Consider the oxygen you breathe. Every molecule of O2 was once part of a star, released into the cosmos when that star ended its life in a brilliant explosion. It drifted through space, eventually finding its way to a young planet, becoming part of the early atmosphere. Through countless chemical reactions and cycles, it joined life, enabling respiration, energy, and growth. Each breath you take is a quiet acknowledgement of the star's generosity. Each heartbeat carries the pulse of a universe that has been creating and recycling matter for billions of years. And it is not only oxygen, carbon, nitrogen, hydrogen, phosphorus, all essential elements of life have cosmic origins. The calcium in your bones, giving structure and strength, came from stars. Iron, flowing through your veins, is ancient, older than the earth itself. Even the trace elements that fuel enzymes, neurotransmitters, and hormones, the silent chemistry that keeps you alive, were once forged in distant suns. There is a quiet poetry in this science, a gentle reminder that you are not separate from the universe, but rather an expression of its long and ongoing story. As you allow these thoughts to settle, picture yourself lying under a night sky. The stars above are bright, distant, and cold. Yet some of the very atoms in those twinkling points are now part of you. Perhaps a star you see tonight once lived and died, scattering its matter across the cosmos, traveling for billions of years to become part of the ground, the air, the water, and the body you inhabit. You are intimately connected to everything you see, to the silent history of the universe written in every atom. Feel the awe without fear. There is no rush here. Let your mind drift slowly along the timeline of existence. Imagine the supernova explosions that scattered life's building blocks, the slow drift of cosmic dust across empty space, the gradual formation of planets, and the eventual assembly of molecules that became living cells. Every step is gentle, gradual, patient, deliberate, and you are part of that continuity. You are the universe experiencing itself, a soft witness to its own history, a quiet presence in a vast cosmic ballet. Let us think of time not as a straight line, but as a gentle spiral. The atoms that make you up have passed through the heart of stars, through the depths of space, perhaps through ancient oceans, perhaps through other living creatures long vanished. They have traveled immense distances, joined and separated countless times, and finally have found their way into you. Each inhale and exhale is a rhythm that mirrors the slow dance of the universe, a pulse connecting you to the stars, to planets, to all life that has existed and will exist. And in this connection, there is comfort. You are not small or insignificant. You are the product of a process, both delicate and immense, crafted over billions of years with patience beyond comprehension. Your existence is the culmination of countless cosmic events, each one necessary, each one extraordinary. You are literally made of stardust, and that realization carries with it a gentle, serene power. Imagine the sunlight filtering through the atmosphere, casting warmth on your skin. Know that the carbon, nitrogen, and oxygen that allow your cells to metabolize energy, to process sunlight indirectly, are part of the same ancient story. Every moment of life, every heartbeat, every thought is intertwined with the slow, vast processes of the universe. You are not just here on Earth. You are a living continuation of the cosmos. And so, tonight, as you rest or lie quietly, remember that your atoms have traveled farther than any journey you could imagine. You carry within you the legacy of exploded stars, drifting matter, and cosmic chemistry. Your body is a living archive, holding traces of a universe that began billions of years before humans walked the earth. Every breath, every pulse, every sensation is a reminder of this connection. Allow yourself to feel gratitude for the cosmic forces that have shaped you. Allow curiosity to rise quietly, a gentle wonder at the fact that something so vast has contributed so intimately to who you are. There is no need to think too hard, no need to analyze. Simply feel, simply notice, simply rest in the knowledge that the universe is patient, creative, and infinitely generous. Picture your blood flowing, bright with iron, carrying energy throughout your body. Picture your bones, strong with calcium, supporting you through the night. Imagine each oxygen molecule having traveled across time and space, bringing life to your cells. Let this image fill you with calm, with serenity, and with a gentle sense of belonging. As your thoughts drift along this cosmic journey, notice how small moments of wonder can expand into vast feelings of connection. You are not separate from the universe. You are its echo, its expression, its continuing story. This awareness can be quiet, soft, and deeply comforting, like a warm light spreading slowly across a dark room. Let this knowledge guide your breath. Let it guide your heartbeat. Allow it to settle in your mind as a gentle rhythm, a soft cadence that carries you through the quiet night. You are not alone. You are part of a lineage of matter and energy, stretching across billions of years, connecting stars, planets, oceans, forests, and every living being that has ever existed. And as your awareness expands, imagine the universe continuing its slow dance, stars being born, stars dying, matter drifting endlessly, all part of a cycle that eventually led to this very moment, your life, your consciousness, your presence here and now. You are a living monument to cosmic history, a quiet witness to the extraordinary persistence of matter and life. As you rest deeper, let yourself sink into the realization that you are stardust, ancient, vast, and endlessly connected. The atoms within you are silent storytellers, narrating the journey of the universe through your very being. Each thought, each breath, each heartbeat is a quiet continuation of that story. And finally, allow this sense of cosmic belonging to lull you into calm. Let it be soft, gentle, and restorative. You are part of everything, and everything is part of you. In this quiet, slow awareness, the universe and your being are aligned. You are home. You are held. You are infinite in your smallness. Rest now in this wonder as the story of stardust settles into your mind and body. Let it guide you gently, softly, and slowly into a state of deep calm and quiet curiosity. The universe has always been with you, and now, in this moment, you can rest knowing you are one with it. Tonight, let us slow down and drift gently into a world hidden from human eyes, a world that exists quietly around us, yet hums with intricate patterns and secret lights. Imagine yourself lying beneath the open sky, the evening air soft against your skin, and your mind starting to relax, slowly letting go of the day. Now, let us take a journey, not into distant galaxies or exploding stars, but into a dimension that is here on Earth, invisible to most, yet dazzlingly alive for those who see differently, for those who perceive ultraviolet light. In this world, ordinary flowers are not ordinary at all. Their petals, seemingly simple and familiar to human sight, hides secret pathways, intricate codes written in ultraviolet hues, patterns glowing softly with messages designed only for those who can perceive them. Bees, tiny creatures with wings beating faster than our eyes can follow, move through this hidden landscape with precision and purpose. They navigate not only by the sun or the scent of blossoms, but by the subtle luminescence of ultraviolet patterns painted across petals. Each flower becomes a glowing map, guiding them to nectar with an artistry that humans cannot fully see, a beauty that exists silently in the light just beyond our perception. Imagine a single daisy, plain and white to our eyes. To the bee, its center glows with a radiant target, a luminous bullseye that pulses with the promise of nourishment. Petals form lines, arrows, and bridges that converge toward the golden heart, invisible to us but vivid to those with ultraviolet vision. This secret language has evolved over millions of years, a dialogue between flower and pollinator, a silent negotiation of survival and reproduction. It is a world of precision and poetry, where every color carries a meaning, every pattern a purpose, and every insect is a reader of this silent script. The phenomenon of seeing ultraviolet light is not limited to bees alone. Many insects, from butterflies to flies, perceive this hidden spectrum, revealing a layer of reality that humans are blind to. Each movement of an insect wing, each landing on a petal, is guided by a subtle radiance we cannot detect. The world is richer, more layered, more astonishing than we might ever imagine. If we pause and let our minds wander into this hidden vision, we begin to sense that reality is not a single thing, but a spectrum of possibilities, many of which remain invisible to our senses. Picture yourself hovering in the gentle warmth of a meadow, surrounded by the gentle hum of wings. Imagine seeing not with your eyes, but with a perception attuned to the ultraviolet. The landscape shimmers with intricate pathways of light, every flower a luminous guide, every blade of grass a prism, bending subtle rays in patterns unseen by the human eye. The ordinary becomes extraordinary. The mundane transforms into a gallery of secret illumination. And you realize that reality is not simply what we see, but what exists in the quiet, subtle energies around us. There is a certain quiet intimacy in this secret world. The flowers, the insects, the patterns of light, they have existed for millions of years, communicating, surviving, thriving in a delicate balance. We humans, often unaware, can catch only glimpses of this hidden brilliance. But even knowing it exists is enough to stir awe. The knowledge that ordinary scenes conceal extraordinary complexity is both humbling and exhilarating. It invites a deep sense of curiosity and wonder, the same feeling that rises when we gaze at the stars or contemplate the vastness of the universe. In this ultraviolet world, every action is precise, purposeful, and vital. Bees navigate vast landscapes using visual cues, ultraviolet markers, and memory. They remember which flowers offer the sweetest nectar, which paths lead to safety, and how to communicate these secrets to others in their hive. The dance of the waggle, the gentle vibration of wings, all serve to translate the hidden light into communal knowledge. Nature's intelligence is subtle and profound, woven into the fabric of life in ways we are only beginning to glimpse. Consider the flowers themselves, quiet and patient. Their ultraviolet patterns are not decorative, they are functional, signaling rewards to those who can perceive them. Evolution has sculpted these lights over millions of years, a silent collaboration between species that rely on each other to survive. The patterns are not static. They shift with age, environmental conditions, and even time of day, responding dynamically to the presence and needs of their insect partners. This is a conversation older than human language, a dialogue written in light and motion, visible only to those who can see it. If we extend our imagination further, we can imagine the world of insects as a parallel universe, existing in layers just beyond our perception. Flowers, forests, meadows, and rivers are alive with signals we cannot detect. Yet these signals shape behavior, survival, and reproduction. We are visitors in this world, able to observe only its surface, but with curiosity and empathy, we can appreciate its beauty. This is a reminder that the universe is never limited to what we perceive. It is always more complex, more wondrous, more layered than our senses allow. Take a moment to reflect on your own senses and perceptions. Humans see only a sliver of reality, yet we are surrounded by realms of sensation we cannot access. Bees see ultraviolet. Snakes sense infrared. Fish detect electrical fields in water. Some birds navigate using Earth's magnetic lines. Each species inhabits a version of reality uniquely tailored to its needs and abilities. Our world is richer than we can imagine, and acknowledging that can inspire a gentle humility, a sense of wonder, and a deep appreciation for the hidden intricacies of life. Returning to the meadow, notice the rhythm of movement. Bees flit from flower to flower, guided by signals invisible to human sight. Each motion is precise, efficient, and purposeful. The flowers bloom, responding to the environment and the creatures around them. A delicate dance unfolds, unseen by most, yet breathtaking in its complexity. There is harmony here, a balance struck through millions of years of evolution, a quiet elegance that mirrors the slow, deliberate unfolding of the cosmos. Now, as you imagine yourself slowly drifting closer to the ground, lying among the flowers, notice the hidden brilliance around you. The ultraviolet patterns, though invisible, can be sensed in a kind of awareness beyond sight, a gentle feeling of being surrounded by subtle energy, an impression of the hidden order underlying ordinary appearances. The world is alive in ways we cannot see, and this awareness can bring a gentle calm, a soft intrigue, and a quiet joy. Allow yourself to breathe slowly, in rhythm with the soft, hidden pulses of the meadow. Each inhalation brings curiosity. Each exhalation releases tension. Let the notion of hidden ultraviolet beauty fill your mind, not as something to grasp, but as something to experience. You are part of this world, an observer of subtle light and silent communication, connected to the secret symphony of life. Even though we cannot see the ultraviolet world directly, we can honor its presence. We can sense it through imagination, through empathy, and through the quiet act of noticing. This hidden layer of reality reminds us that life is always more than it appears, that mysteries abound, and that wonder is available in the quietest moments if we allow ourselves to perceive them. The meadow, alive with unseen signals, hums with a gentle rhythm. Flowers communicate, insects respond, and a vast, invisible intelligence pulses quietly through the scene. There is no rush, no urgency, only the patient unfolding of life in its intricate, interdependent form. And in this patient rhythm, we can feel a sense of connection, a gentle reminder that the world is more alive, more intricate, and more beautiful than we often recognize. So as you lie quietly, letting your mind drift through this hidden ultraviolet landscape, notice how it feels to glimpse a reality beyond ordinary sight. Let it inspire a soft curiosity, a quiet wonder, and a gentle calm. This is the subtle magic of the world, a reminder that even the most ordinary scenes hold extraordinary secrets, and that life itself is far more intricate, radiant, and alive than we often realize. And in this awareness, allow yourself to sink deeper into relaxation. The hum of wings, the soft glow of invisible patterns, and the intricate connections of life weave around you like a gentle, comforting blanket. You are part of a world that is alive in every hidden corner, a universe filled with wonder waiting to be imagined and felt. Tonight, let the hidden ultraviolet world remind you of the richness of life, the beauty of patterns beyond perception, and the quiet intelligence that surrounds you. Let it inspire gentle curiosity, deep calm, and a sense of belonging to something far greater than yourself. Tonight, let us slow down and drift gently into a hidden rhythm of life, a secret dance that exists quietly in the world around us, often unnoticed, yet astonishing in its ingenuity. Imagine yourself under the soft glow of moonlight, the evening air cool and calm, and your mind beginning to let go of the day's busyness. Let your thoughts float as we explore a remarkable story from the Australian outback. A story of life paused, patience embodied, and the quiet intelligence of nature. Picture a mother kangaroo, standing alert yet serene in the warm sun, her soft fur glistening, ears turning slightly to the distant sounds of the wild. She carries her newborn Joey, tiny and vulnerable, tucked safely in her pouch, a miniature world of warmth and security. But here is where the wonder begins. Inside her, another life exists, an embryo suspended in a state that seems almost magical, a pause in the ordinary flow of time. This is embryonic diapause, a biological pause button, a secret that kangaroos hold in their bodies, allowing life to wait patiently until conditions are right. Embryonic diapause is not mere fantasy. It is a sophisticated adaptation shaped by millions of years of evolution. In this state, the tiny embryo halts its development, neither growing nor shrinking, existing in a suspended rhythm of life. It waits quietly, protected, while its mother nurtures her current Joey in the pouch. The embryo senses the environment indirectly, responding to the mother's body, which itself gauges the abundance of food, water, and safety in the surrounding world. This tiny life does not rush. It is a testament to patience, a lesson from nature about timing, resilience, and balance. Now, imagine the embryo as a delicate spark of potential, poised in the darkness, waiting for the perfect moment to awaken. Outside, the world might be harsh, with limited resources, harsh sun, or predators roaming the landscape. Yet inside the mother, the embryo rests safely, a quiet observer of time passing differently. It is a hidden story of life, a rhythm that exists beyond human perception, revealing that life does not always follow a straight path, and that sometimes waiting is as vital as moving forward. Consider the mother kangaroo as a guardian of this hidden life. Her body adjusts subtly to ensure the embryo remains suspended, balancing energy, nutrition, and hormonal signals. She continues to nurture her current Joey, hopping gracefully through the forest or across the plains, alert yet calm. Every step, every motion, is part of an intricate system that preserves both her offspring and the future life within her. Nature has sculpted this delicate harmony over countless generations, an interplay of survival, timing, and care that seems almost choreographed by unseen hands. Think about the contrast. One life growing actively, moving, exploring the pouch, learning the world. Another life paused, patient, waiting. It is a gentle paradox, a whisper from nature about the complexity of time and the interconnectedness of all living things. This biological pause allows the kangaroo to optimize survival. If conditions are harsh or unpredictable, life waits. If the world is abundant and safe, development resumes, and the new Joey begins its journey. There is wisdom here, a subtle intelligence embedded in the body, a message about attunement, observation, and the quiet power of waiting. As you visualize this, imagine yourself becoming still, attuned to the slow, gentle rhythms of life around you. The idea of embryonic diapause invites us to notice the patience woven into the natural world, the intelligence that does not rush but waits for the right moment. It is a reminder that life is not always about pushing forward, but sometimes about sensing, listening, and responding with care. The embryo's pause, though invisible to most eyes, mirrors the quiet pauses we need in our own lives. Moments to gather strength, reflect, and prepare for what is to come. The story of kangaroos and their paused embryos also reminds us that survival is not merely about action, but about adaptation. Life has evolved, ways to persist, to endure, to flourish under conditions that might seem harsh or unforgiving. By pausing, the kangaroo ensures that the next generation has a higher chance of thriving, not just existing. The embryo's quiet suspension is a statement of trust, a bond between mother and future, a promise written in the subtle language of hormones, cells, and time itself. Imagine the moment when the environment finally signals abundance, when rainfall fills the rivers, grass springs anew, and predators are distant. At this moment, the suspended embryo awakens, beginning to grow, to move, to develop, joining its sibling in the pouch. The pause has ended, and life resumes its delicate, beautiful unfolding. There is a poetry in this process, a quiet celebration of timing and precision, of patience rewarded, of the perfect alignment of circumstances allowing life to flourish. Now let us extend this awareness beyond kangaroos to the myriad creatures around the planet that employ subtle strategies to survive and thrive. Many animals possess hidden rhythms, secret timings, and biological pauses that humans rarely perceive. From seeds lying dormant in the soil to insects waiting for the right temperature, from fish pausing reproduction during harsh seasons to birds delaying migration, nature is full of extraordinary adaptations, each one a lesson in resilience and attunement. The kangaroo's embryonic diapause is a striking example, a window into the hidden sophistication of life, revealing the intelligence of living systems that quietly orchestrate survival and renewal. As we drift further into this reflection, consider the parallels with our own lives. How often do we rush, pushing against the natural flow of circumstances, ignoring the quiet cues around us? The kangaroo teaches patience, teaches listening, teaches trust in timing. Life unfolds not always according to human schedules, but according to rhythms far older and wiser than ourselves. By observing and appreciating these rhythms, we align ourselves with a gentler, more harmonious way of being. One that encourages presence, attentiveness, and reverence for the hidden intelligence of the natural world. Imagine the forest of the Australian outback at twilight, shadows stretching, air filled with the soft rustle of leaves and the distant calls of nocturnal creatures. A mother kangaroo moves gracefully through this landscape, her pouch warm with life, her body carrying the promise of future generations. Within her, the paused embryo waits, unhurried, aware only of the signals of safety, nourishment, and abundance. Outside, the world continues its cycles, indifferent yet beautiful, and the kangaroo navigates it with an elegance born of millions of years of adaptation. Pause for a moment and breathe slowly, feeling the rhythm of your own body. Sense the pulse of life that surrounds you, the quiet patience embedded in nature, the subtle intelligence that allows life to thrive. Reflect on the suspended embryo, the mother's care, and the alignment of timing that ensures survival. Let it evoke a sense of awe, a quiet respect, and a gentle curiosity about the hidden wonders of life that exist around us, unnoticed yet vital. In this contemplation, notice how even the smallest details reveal astonishing complexity. The interplay of hormones, cells, environmental cues, and maternal behavior forms a sophisticated system beyond our full comprehension, yet beautifully elegant in its function. Nature's patience is profound, teaching us to honor the hidden, to trust the slow unfolding of life, and to recognize that sometimes waiting is as essential as acting. Finally, as you settle into this awareness, let the story of the kangaroo and its paused embryo guide you into a gentle calm. Imagine yourself drifting among the grasses, the golden sun replaced by a soft twilight, attuned to rhythms both seen and unseen. Life is patient, intelligent, and resilient. It waits, it listens, it unfolds when the moment is right. Allow yourself to absorb this quiet wisdom, letting curiosity mingle with calm, wonder mingle with presence, and a deep sense of connection with the natural world fill your mind. Let this gentle reflection on the kangaroo's extraordinary ability be a lullaby for your thoughts, a quiet marvel to inspire contemplation, and a reminder that life is always more intricate, patient, and wise than it may first appear. Breathe deeply. Imagine the paused embryo. Imagine the mother's careful steps. Imagine the patience embedded in every living being, and let a sense of awe and curiosity flow softly through you. Tonight, in this awareness, let the hidden rhythms of nature, the patient pause of life, and the extraordinary adaptations of creatures like the kangaroo remind you to breathe slowly, rest gently, and embrace the quiet intelligence that surrounds all living things. Life waits, life listens, and life unfolds with perfect timing, and so can you, in the stillness of this moment. Tonight, let us drift gently into the shimmering world of coral reefs, where light dances across the water in gentle ripples, and the rhythm of life moves in ways both familiar and astonishing. Imagine floating slowly above a coral garden, warm currents brushing past you, colorful shapes shifting beneath the surface, a silent orchestra of life unfolding below. In this realm, the rules of biology reveal themselves in forms that challenge our expectations, teaching us about resilience, adaptation, and the subtle intelligence woven into every living being. Among these vibrant corals, imagine a community of clownfish, their bright orange bodies striped with white, weaving between anemone tentacles that sway softly like the hands of a slow conductor. Here, in this underwater society, gender is not fixed, not rigid, but fluid, a flexible dance that ensures balance and survival. In the heart of each group, a remarkable process unfolds. The largest, most dominant female leads, while her male companions follow. Yet, should she disappear, should life take its unexpected turn, the largest male undergoes a profound transformation. He becomes female, stepping into her role, adopting her responsibilities, her presence, and her status within the colony. The reef watches quietly, currents brushing against scales, as life rearranges itself seamlessly. This phenomenon, known as sequential hermaphroditism, is not a mere curiosity. It is a sophisticated evolutionary strategy, a testament to nature's ingenuity. The change is triggered by social cues, hormonal shifts, and an intricate awareness of the surrounding community. The largest male senses the absence, the vacancy at the top, and his body responds accordingly. Cells shift, hormones realign, physiology adapts. Within weeks, he emerges as the new matriarch, ensuring the continuity of life, the stability of relationships, and the thriving of the colony. There is no hesitation, no confusion, only a graceful realignment with the natural order. Now, picture the wrasse, a long, slender fish, adorned in hues of green, blue, and gold, gliding smoothly among the coral spires. In this species, gender can also change, but in ways that maintain the broader social structure. A female may become male when circumstances demand, preserving hierarchy, ensuring mating opportunities, and stabilizing the population. The reef is a stage, each fish a performer in a choreography dictated by evolution, social dynamics, and survival imperatives. Life adapts not through force, but through responsiveness, through an elegant, silent intelligence that preserves the whole while allowing flexibility for the individual. Consider the physiological wonder behind this transformation. The process involves shifts in the gonads, the organs that define reproductive identity, alongside changes in behavior, coloration, and social interactions. The fish learns to navigate its new role, asserting dominance, attracting mates, and maintaining cohesion within the group. Hormones orchestrate this dance quietly, yet powerfully, guiding the body and mind in harmony with the needs of the colony. It is a vivid reminder that life is not static, that survival often demands fluidity, and that adaptability can be a quiet form of brilliance. Imagine the reef ecosystem as a living canvas, where every ripple of water, every flicker of sunlight, every movement of a fish conveys a story. In this world, the boundaries of identity are flexible, determined not by rigid rules but by necessity, timing, and connection. The clownfish and wrasse teach us that life thrives not merely through competition, but through responsiveness, patience, and the graceful acceptance of change. There is a beauty here that transcends human understanding, a quiet poetry in the way individuals step into roles required by circumstance, ensuring balance and continuity. Now, let your thoughts drift further, imagining the coral reef illuminated by shafts of golden light filtering from above. The fish move with fluidity, some hiding among anemones, others patrolling the reef, each aware of their position, each contributing to the delicate balance of life. The largest male senses the absence of the matriarch, his body subtly transforming, his scales catching the light differently, signaling the change. It is a silent announcement to the colony. The role has shifted, life continues, the cycle persists. Nature has orchestrated this transition with precision, elegance, and care, a mechanism that has evolved over countless generations to safeguard the survival of the species. As you visualize this, consider how astonishingly rare and remarkable such adaptability is. To transform one's biological sex in response to social and environmental cues requires a finely tuned system where hormones, genes, and behavior are intricately interwoven. Each change is a statement of resilience, a testament to the subtle intelligence encoded in life. A reminder that evolution is not merely about survival, but about thriving through flexibility. In this quiet world beneath the waves, life demonstrates that sometimes the greatest strength lies in fluidity, in the ability to adjust, adapt, and become what is needed for the collective to endure. Let your mind drift alongside these fish, feeling the gentle sway of the water, the soft pulse of life within the reef, the quiet wisdom that teaches patience and awareness. Notice the subtle interactions, a glance, a shift in posture, the gentle brushing of fins. Each action carries meaning. Each change has purpose. The transformation of a male into a female, or a female into a male, is not chaotic but deliberate, guided by signals imperceptible to most observers, yet critical to the survival and harmony of the colony. Imagine yourself moving slowly through this underwater garden, attuned to the rhythms of the reef, feeling the pulse of life all around. The coral towers rise like ancient cathedrals, fish glide gracefully among them, and life flows with both fluidity and structure. In this world, change is constant, yet orderly. Adaptation is quiet, yet profound, and every individual plays a role in the ongoing story of survival. The coral reef is a theater of resilience, where biology, behavior, and environment intersect in astonishing harmony. Pause for a moment to breathe deeply, to let this vision sink into your awareness. Consider how this underwater flexibility mirrors lessons for ourselves. Life often demands adaptation, responsiveness, and grace under changing circumstances. The clownfish and wrasse do not resist, do not panic. They flow with the needs of the moment, trusting in the systems that have evolved over millennia. There is a profound serenity in this approach, a quiet wisdom in aligning oneself with the rhythms of the environment, the social currents, and the deeper imperatives of life itself. Let the image of the reef and its transformative fish guide you into stillness. Feel the gentle sway of the water, the soft hum of life, the quiet intelligence that orchestrates these changes. Life adapts with fluidity, and you can allow your mind to adapt similarly, releasing tension, letting go of rigidity, and embracing the beauty of responsive, patient awareness. Observe the interplay of light and shadow, the subtle changes in color and behavior, and recognize the wonder in each transformation, each adjustment, each careful alignment with the natural order. As you sink deeper into this reflection, imagine the colony of fish thriving through these subtle shifts, each change ensuring that life continues harmoniously, each transformation reinforcing the strength and resilience of the group. The male becomes female, the female becomes male. Hierarchy adjusts, survival is secured, and life flows onward with elegance and precision. There is no haste, no chaos, only a quiet, deliberate unfolding, a rhythm that echoes the patience and wisdom inherent in all natural systems. Now, let the thought of these transformations fill you with gentle curiosity, a soft amazement at the ingenuity of life. Every fish, every ripple, every shift in role is part of an intricate system designed for balance, continuity, and survival. There is artistry here, intelligence beyond words, and a reminder that life is never static, never simple, yet always harmoniously coordinated. The coral reef, vibrant and alive, becomes a metaphor for adaptability, patience, and the subtle, beautiful power of transformation. As we drift further into this contemplation, feel the lessons settle softly within you. Life has a rhythm, a flow, a capacity for change that sustains, protects, and nurtures. The fish change, adapt, and thrive, and so can we in our own ways, by embracing the intelligence of patience, the beauty of responsiveness, and the profound resilience of life itself. Let curiosity mingle with serenity. Let wonder soothe your mind, and let the quiet genius of the reef guide you into peaceful reflection. Finally, as your awareness lingers on the coral gardens, the playful dance of the fish, and the astonishing transformations taking place beneath the water's surface, allow a sense of calm, awe, and connection to wash over you. Recognize the intelligence of life that adapts silently, gracefully, and effectively, and carry this awareness with you into stillness. Let it be a gentle lullaby for the mind, a soft marvel to spark contemplation, and a quiet reminder that life's beauty often lies in its subtle, patient, and perfectly timed transformations. Tonight, as you rest, let the reef's lessons of fluidity, adaptation, and careful timing echo in your mind, guiding your thoughts into calmness, curiosity, and wonder. Life moves, adapts, and thrives, and you are part of this gentle, continuous rhythm. Close your eyes and drift gently over vast landscapes, imagining yourself lifted into the sky, carried by invisible currents, floating above forests, rivers, and oceans. Beneath you, the earth spreads out in endless beauty, a canvas of greens, blues, and browns. Yet there is a mystery layered upon this familiar world, a force unseen yet ever present, a silent guide that has existed for billions of years. Tonight, we journey with the migrants of the skies, the birds that traverse thousands of miles, moving with precision across continents and oceans, guided not by roads, not by signs, but by the invisible lines woven through the very fabric of our planet. Picture a small songbird, its feathers catching the morning light, wings poised to launch into a journey of thousands of miles. Alone it leaves the safety of the forest, the familiar rustle of leaves fading behind. Ahead lies an unknown expanse, yet the bird moves with uncanny certainty. How does it know the path? How does it find the grove where it nested last year? or the wetlands where it will feed in spring? The answer lies hidden within its senses, within a profound connection to the magnetic whispers of the Earth. This phenomenon, known as magnetoreception, is a remarkable adaptation that allows birds to detect the subtle magnetic fields of our planet. Within their beaks, within their eyes, lie specialized structures and proteins that act as navigational instruments far more sophisticated than anything humans have yet created. Some species carry microscopic crystals of magnetite, a magnetic mineral, embedded in the upper beak. These tiny compasses align with the Earth's magnetic field, creating a map that the bird can interpret as instinctively as we read a page of text. Others rely on a mysterious photoreceptor in the eye, a protein called cryptochrome, sensitive to light in ways that humans cannot perceive. This protein may allow birds to see the magnetic field as a pattern superimposed upon the landscape, a luminous network of invisible lines guiding them across thousands of miles of land and sea. It is a perception that transcends human experience, a subtle awareness embedded deep within the biology of these creatures, a gift of evolution that has honed itself over millennia. Imagine following these birds at night, wings slicing through the cool air, stars wheeling overhead, the moon casting silver light upon the terrain below. They navigate deserts, mountains, and oceans with precision that seems impossible, yet each bird carries a compass within, tuned to the faint whispers of a field that envelops the planet. Currents of air, thermal lifts, and wind patterns provide physical support, but it is the magnetic map, delicate and invisible, that ensures their journey is true. They are not lost, not wandering, but guided by a connection we cannot feel, a thread of the Earth itself woven into their very being. Consider the incredible complexity behind this ability. The bird's brain integrates multiple sources of information: visual cues, solar position, star patterns, wind and olfactory signals, and the geomagnetic field. Within this intricate system, the magnetoreception provides a constant reference, a silent guidance system that is reliable even in overcast skies or featureless landscapes. It is a marvel of biological engineering, a sensory perception so refined that humans can scarcely imagine its subtlety and precision. As you visualize these migratory journeys, allow yourself to float alongside them. Feel the sense of wonder and smallness, of being part of a larger, interconnected world where life has evolved solutions that surpass our own inventions. The Earth's magnetic field, invisible yet potent, has shaped life in ways both subtle and profound, offering a template for navigation, orientation, and connection across vast distances. Each bird that takes to the sky carries a story of adaptation, survival, and intimate attunement to the planet's rhythms. Now, imagine the bird approaching its destination, the wetlands it has visited for seasons, the forest canopy familiar from previous journeys. Without seeing landmarks as we might, it finds the exact location, the specific tree, the precise branch. This feat is not guided by memory alone, nor by instinct alone, but by a symphony of senses integrated with an unseen force, the magnetic network of our world. There is elegance in this, a quiet intelligence that has evolved in harmony with the Earth, a system that is invisible yet profoundly reliable. Allow your mind to wander further into the subtle beauty of this phenomenon. The magnetic field is not uniform. It fluctuates, undulates, and shifts with the planet's interior movements. Yet the birds adjust effortlessly, compensating for deviations, maintaining their course, moving in harmony with a force that is invisible, delicate, yet utterly vital. It is as if they can feel the heartbeat of the planet beneath them, read its contours with an innate understanding, and align their journey perfectly with this unseen rhythm. Consider also the emotional resonance of this ability. Birds, migrating across continents, endure storms, predators, and exhaustion, yet their connection to the Earth guides them faithfully. They inspire awe, a sense of humility, and a gentle curiosity about the invisible mechanisms at work around us. Just as they trust their magnetic sense, we can learn to attune ourselves to subtler patterns in life, to notice the unseen threads that guide, connect, and support us. As you drift further into this visualization, imagine watching a flock of birds lifting in unison, wings synchronized, rising in the first light of dawn. Each bird senses not only the magnetic field, but also the position and movement of its companions, maintaining cohesion, safety, and efficiency. It is a living dance, choreographed not by conscious thought, but by instinct, perception, and connection to forces both seen and unseen. The beauty lies not only in their migration, but in the seamless integration of the individual and the collective, the personal and the planetary. Now picture the invisible lines of magnetism stretching across the globe, connecting oceans, mountains, forests, and deserts. Birds trace these lines as effortlessly as we breathe, each journey a testament to the subtle genius of nature. These pathways are ancient, shaped over millennia, embedded in the very structure of our planet, and mirrored in the biology of the creatures that navigate them. To witness this, even in imagination, is to glimpse the elegance of evolution and the profound intelligence hidden in the fabric of life. Feel yourself lifted into this awareness, floating gently above continents, drifting with the currents of air that carry these migratory travelers. Sense the quiet mystery of a perception humans cannot directly experience, a connection to the earth itself that guides life across unimaginable distances. There is peace here, a calm understanding that life, in all its forms, has evolved mechanisms to thrive, navigate, and endure, even in realms that seem impossible to us. As your awareness lingers on these migratory birds, let your mind trace their paths. Feel the subtle pulse of the magnetic field, and imagine the invisible map unfolding beneath their wings. There is wonder in the unseen, beauty in adaptation, and a profound reassurance in the reliability of these natural systems. They remind us that even when we cannot see the forces guiding us, life is orchestrated with intelligence, precision, and care. Finally, allow the image of a lone bird gliding toward its destination to settle gently in your mind. The Earth's magnetic field surrounds it, invisible yet dependable, guiding every movement, every flap of wings, every subtle adjustment, of course. The sun rises, the currents shift, and yet the bird remains steady, moving effortlessly across thousands of miles, a marvel of perception and adaptation. Let this vision inspire curiosity, calm, and wonder as you drift softly into your own sense of peace and connection to the natural rhythms that surround you. Tonight, as you rest, imagine the invisible threads of the earth guiding not only these birds but also the quiet unfolding of your thoughts, your dreams, and your awareness. Life flows, adapts, and persists, and there is profound serenity in observing the ways that nature has tuned itself to the subtle, unseen, yet deeply reliable forces of our world. Let your mind drift gently alongside these migratory travelers, feeling the quiet power, precision, and grace of magnetoreception, and allow it to lull you into a state of calm curiosity and wonder. Imagine yourself lying on soft earth beneath the night sky, feeling the gentle pulse of the planet beneath you, a rhythm so vast, so slow, it almost escapes awareness. The earth is alive in ways we rarely notice, breathing, cycling, transforming, moving elements invisibly through the air, soil, water, and living beings, a dance as ancient as life itself. Tonight, we focus on one of the most essential currents of this living system, the movement of carbon, flowing like a hidden river through the biosphere, connecting every creature, every tree, every molecule of air in an endless cycle. Picture a single carbon atom, small, almost imperceptible, yet vital, journeying through time and space. It once lived in the atmosphere, as part of a molecule of carbon dioxide, drifting gently above forests and oceans. The sun shines, the air moves, and the atom is absorbed by the leaf of a tree, transformed through photosynthesis, becoming part of a sugar molecule, a building block of life. That carbon atom nourishes the tree, provides energy, and becomes part of the growing branches, the green canopy, the foundation of a living ecosystem. Now imagine that same carbon atom consumed by an animal, perhaps a deer nibbling tender shoots in the forest, its body integrating that carbon into muscle, bone, and blood. The atom moves again, circulating within a living creature, contributing to respiration, the heartbeat, life itself. Eventually, the deer exhales, releasing carbon dioxide back into the atmosphere, and the atom continues its journey, floating through the air, ready to begin another cycle. This movement is continuous, invisible, yet vital, sustaining life across the planet, linking land, air, water, and organisms in a delicate balance. Consider the oceans, vast and deep, absorbing carbon from the atmosphere, storing it in phytoplankton, microscopic plants that drift in endless currents. These tiny organisms perform their own kind of alchemy, capturing carbon through photosynthesis, providing the foundation of the marine food chain, and releasing oxygen as a gift to the planet. When these plankton die, they sink, carrying carbon into the depths of the sea, a slow, steady rhythm of life and death that shapes the chemistry of the oceans and the climate above. Imagine the soil beneath your feet, rich and dark, alive with fungi, bacteria, and countless microscopic organisms, each participating in the carbon cycle. Dead leaves, fallen wood, and decaying animals are broken down, returning carbon to the earth, nurturing new growth, and continuing the endless exchange between life and matter. The soil inhales carbon, stores it, releases it, a quiet rhythm that sustains forests, grasslands, and deserts alike. Every step you take is upon the product of countless carbon atoms cycling through time, a subtle testament to the persistence of life. The earth itself breathes. Carbon moves through rocks and sediment, slowly, imperceptibly, over millions of years. Volcanic eruptions release ancient carbon from deep within the planet, adding it back to the atmosphere, completing cycles that span eons. The carbon cycle is not static. It is a pulse, a heartbeat that has continued since the first life appeared on Earth, connecting past, present, and future in a continuous loop of transformation and renewal. Think of the forests, rain-soaked and vibrant, inhaling carbon dioxide during the day, exhaling at night, acting as lungs for the planet. The movement of carbon through these ecosystems regulates climate, stores energy, and maintains a delicate balance that allows life to flourish. Imagine the interplay of sunlight, water, and carbon. A complex choreography invisible to our eyes, but essential to the health of the world. Each tree, each leaf, each molecule participates in this grand rhythm, and together they create a system of extraordinary resilience and elegance. Now, allow your mind to drift to the animals that roam the land, swim the oceans, and inhabit the skies. Every breath they take, every bite they eat, every exhalation contributes to the movement of carbon, integrating them into the pulse of the planet. The carbon cycle is not merely a chemical process. It is a story of life, connection, and interdependence. It teaches us that nothing exists in isolation, that every being is part of a vast, flowing web of matter and energy. Consider how human activity now influences this ancient rhythm. Cities, industries, and agriculture move carbon in new ways, sometimes too quickly, altering the delicate balance that nature has maintained for millions of years. Yet even in this, the earth persists, breathing, cycling, and adapting, reminding us of the resilience and power of natural systems. It is both humbling and comforting, a lesson that life, no matter the challenges, finds a way to continue, to recycle, to renew. Imagine drifting over the planet, seeing forests absorb carbon, oceans store it, soils cycle it, animals breathe it. The entire Earth is alive with motion, a vast, intricate system, breathing in and out with patience, measured in centuries, millennia, eons. The rhythm is subtle, almost imperceptible, yet unwavering, guiding the climate, nurturing life, and maintaining the balance that allows countless species to thrive. As you visualize this, notice how every carbon atom, every molecule, is part of a journey that transcends individual lives. They are ancient, traveling through time, moving from one organism to another, from atmosphere to ocean to soil and back again. They are a reminder that life is continuous, a network of cycles, and that the planet is not static, but dynamic, constantly moving, adapting, and sustaining. Allow yourself to rest in this awareness. Feel the earth breathe beneath you. Hear the silent rhythm of the carbon cycle as it flows through forests, oceans, soils, and living beings. Imagine the soft inhalations and exhalations of the planet, a pulse that has persisted for millions of years, connecting you to the natural world in ways you cannot see but can sense. A gentle reminder that you are part of something far greater than yourself. Now picture the carbon journey continuing, flowing through microscopic life forms, accumulating in tissues, moving through food chains, dissolving in oceans, returning to the atmosphere, cycling endlessly, perpetually, quietly sustaining life. There is elegance here, a perfection in the subtle choreography of matter and energy, an intelligence embedded in the processes of nature that allows life to flourish, persist, and renew. Feel a sense of calm curiosity as you imagine the earth breathing, cycling carbon, connecting everything in a network of subtle interactions. Each inhalation and exhalation of carbon is a whisper of the planet's vitality, a testament to the resilience of life and the invisible threads that bind all beings together. Let this awareness lull you into a deeper state of relaxation, as your thoughts drift in harmony with the quiet, enduring rhythm of the living earth. As you drift gently on the edge of awareness and sleep, imagine yourself floating above forests, oceans, and grasslands, witnessing the invisible dance of carbon moving through the world. Every breath you take, every beat of your heart, resonates with the pulse of the planet. The cycle of carbon continues, silent, unending, a rhythm older than humanity, a reminder that life, in all its forms, is part of a vast, interconnected system that breathes with patience, care, and quiet power. Allow this vision to settle in your mind as you sink deeper into relaxation. The earth exhales carbon, it inhales it back, and in this cycle, life is sustained, nurtured, and renewed. Let yourself feel the wonder, the calm, and the connection to this ancient pulse, a cycle that flows through every corner of the planet, connecting the tiniest microbe to the tallest tree, to the vast oceans and the air above. Tonight, as you rest, know that the earth is alive, breathing with you, cycling with you, and that you are part of this magnificent, silent, and enduring rhythm. Let the image of the planet's steady breath, the slow, graceful movement of carbon through every ecosystem, lull you into a state of deep curiosity, awe, and gentle peace, preparing you for rest and for dreams that connect you to the vastness and wonder of life itself. Close your eyes for a moment and drift into the deep stillness of time, a time before forests, before oceans as we know them, before animals roamed the land. Picture a world that seems empty, silent, yet beneath its calm surface, tiny architects are at work, shaping the very foundations of life. These architects are bacteria, Simple, microscopic beings, yet their influence is vast and enduring. Among them, cyanobacteria rise to prominence, ancient masters of survival and construction, quietly performing feats that would ultimately make complex life possible. Imagine a shallow, warm ocean under a sky dimly lit by a distant sun, waters teeming not with fish or seaweed, but with clouds of microscopic cyanobacteria. They drift, suspended in the current, yet each one is a tiny chemical factory, performing photosynthesis, capturing sunlight, converting carbon dioxide into organic matter, and releasing oxygen into the surrounding water. This is a world where life itself begins to alter the planet, one microscopic cell at a time. These cyanobacteria start to form layered structures called stromatolites, piling up sediment and microbial mats in patterns so intricate they almost seem intentional. Over centuries and millennia, these layers grow taller, building towering, stone-like formations beneath the water, their shapes shaped by the rhythm of light, water, and microbial growth. Each layer is a testament to persistence, to the quiet, methodical work of life, a monument to existence that will endure billions of years. Imagine the patience required for such a process. An architecture so slow it escapes human comprehension, yet so deliberate that it shapes the very chemistry of the atmosphere above. Breathe in the immensity of time as you picture these stromatolites, stretching endlessly across shallow seas, a mosaic of green and golden mats shimmering beneath the sunlight. Each cyanobacterium contributes a single note in a grand symphony of life, transforming the environment not through force, but through constant, patient action. They produce oxygen, slowly, at first, scarcely noticeable. Yet over millions of years, this gas begins to accumulate in the atmosphere, creating conditions for the explosion of life yet to come. Each tiny breath of oxygen is a gift, a promise to future generations, a quiet revolution invisible to the eye. Imagine floating above these ancient waters, seeing the slow rise of stromatolites like living towers beneath the waves, knowing that these simple organisms are the reason we breathe today. Without them, complex life could not exist. They are invisible, humble, yet their work is foundational, transforming the world in ways that seem miraculous only when seen in retrospect. Each mat, each layer, each microscopic cell is a brushstroke on the canvas of Earth's deep history, shaping oceans, skies, and the very chemistry of the world. Consider the rhythm of their work. Cyanobacteria grow, die, and are replaced by new generations, each contributing to the structure, each participating in a cycle older than time itself as we measure it. The layers they build are records of ancient sunlight, ancient tides, and the earliest forms of biological cooperation. Think of this cooperation, the shared purpose of thousands, millions, billions of tiny organisms working without consciousness, yet producing outcomes that alter the planet. There is beauty in this, a lesson in patience, in the quiet power of persistence. Now drift further, imagining the oxygen they release slowly transforming the atmosphere. This gas, initially toxic to the anaerobic life forms of the time, becomes the breath of the future. It changes everything, allowing for larger cells, multicellular organisms, and eventually the complexity that will lead to fish, plants, birds, mammals, and us. The cyanobacteria, though tiny and unseen, are the first architects of a world that will one day be rich, diverse, and filled with wonder. Their work is slow, almost imperceptible, yet enduring beyond imagination, a quiet proof of life's persistence. Visualize the deep oceans, dotted with stromatolites stretching toward the surface, their layers layered like ancient mosaics. They catch the sunlight, feed microscopic communities, release oxygen, and endure through storms, temperature changes, and shifting seas. The structures themselves are both fragile and eternal, a paradox held in the patient hands of time. Each generation of cyanobacteria builds upon the last, a living chain linking billions of years of existence. Allow yourself to feel awe at this rhythm, the grand patience of life operating at a scale so slow that it escapes ordinary perception. Cyanobacteria do not rush. They do not compete in haste. They simply persist, layer by layer, molecule by molecule, gradually transforming their environment, a subtle yet unstoppable force. They teach us that power can be quiet, that influence does not always roar, and that the smallest, simplest forms of life can shape the destiny of the planet itself. Imagine the surface of the water shimmering with the light of a distant sun, each layer of stromatolite catching a subtle reflection, a dance of shadows and gold across shallow seas. The cyanobacteria within pulse gently with chemical activity, capturing sunlight, building life, and releasing oxygen in a process so ancient and consistent that it forms the backbone of Earth's biosphere. Their patient work is a meditation in motion, a reminder that even the tiniest life can leave a mark lasting eons. Picture the quiet drama beneath the waves, as microbial mats grow and decay, feeding tiny communities, capturing nutrients, and slowly altering the chemistry of the water. Each new layer of stromatolite is a record of time, a history etched in stone by life itself, a subtle monument that predates human understanding by billions of years. They are not monuments built to impress, but to endure, to sustain, to quietly enable the future. Now, feel the connection to all life today. The oxygen we breathe, the food chains we participate in, the very chemistry of our planet owes its existence to these humble microbial architects. Cyanobacteria are invisible teachers, demonstrating the importance of persistence, cooperation, and patience. Without them, there would be no trees, no oceans teeming with fish, no air to sustain us, no world capable of supporting the life we know. Every molecule of oxygen, every atom of carbon cycled through these microbial systems is a gift from billions of years of patient effort. Drift gently as you consider their legacy. The stromatolites, though often overlooked, are the earliest architecture of life, a bridge from the microscopic to the planetary, from the ancient past to the present. They are living reminders that even the simplest beings can have profound impacts. They are the silent craftsmen of the atmosphere, the architects of complexity, and the quiet ancestors of every living creature that has ever drawn breath. Allow the image of these stromatolites, layered and shimmering in ancient seas, to settle in your mind. Feel the slow rhythm of microbial life, the quiet pulse of chemical transformation, and the enduring patience of the earliest architects of our world. Sense how this rhythm has echoed through billions of years, shaping environments, enabling life, and quietly sustaining the planet. Now, as your awareness drifts with the slow pulse of this ancient activity, imagine the oxygen rising, integrating into the atmosphere, transforming the chemistry of oceans, and setting the stage for the evolution of more complex organisms. Visualize life emerging, one small step at a time, each new form standing on the shoulders of countless generations of microorganisms. The cyanobacteria built the stage, and the rest of life walked upon it, a silent tribute to their enduring work. Feel the wonder and calm curiosity that comes from contemplating these first architects of life. They are small, simple, yet infinitely powerful, reshaping the world through patience, persistence, and cooperation. Allow their quiet determination to inspire a sense of connection to the deep history of Earth, to the invisible currents that sustain life, and to the rhythm of the natural world that continues around you, unnoticed yet vital. Let this awareness lull you gently, a reminder that even the tiniest beings can achieve monumental change, and that life, in all its forms, flows in interconnected cycles of creation, transformation, and renewal. Let your mind float alongside these ancient microbial architects, drifting through time and space, witnessing the slow, steady shaping of a living planet, and feel a profound sense of awe, curiosity, and calm. As you rest, remember that every breath you take, every exhalation, connects you to this ancient lineage, to the silent architects that shaped the very air you breathe, the seas that cradle life, and the soil that sustains the forest. In their quiet work, you find the rhythm of life itself, patient, enduring, and infinitely fascinating. Imagine drifting slowly beneath the surface of a calm, deep ocean. The sunlight filtering down in soft, liquid beams that dance across gentle waves, illuminating a world both familiar and utterly alien. Beneath you, in the vast, liquid expanse, lives a society unlike any other, one invisible to human eyes, yet thriving in complexity and subtlety. It is the world of dolphins, fluid and graceful, where the language of sound reigns supreme, and each voice is a unique signature echoing through endless blue corridors. Picture a single dolphin gliding effortlessly through the water, its sleek, curved body cutting through currents as though it were an extension of the ocean itself. From somewhere within its chest, a sound emerges. Not just any sound, but a signature whistle. A sound unlike any other in the pod, resonating with a distinct pattern of frequency and pitch that carries across meters and even hundreds of meters of water. This whistle is its name, its identity, a sonic fingerprint that tells other dolphins exactly who it is. No two dolphins produce the same signature, each one a unique voice in a symphony of social connection. Now imagine the pod responding. Other dolphins recognize this whistle immediately. Some repeat it back, mimicking the pitch and rhythm with astonishing precision. Through this repetition, they communicate, affirming identity, calling one another over vast distances, signaling play, or coordinating movement. This is not random noise, but a carefully constructed language shaped by evolution over millions of years, a bridge between individual minds and the collective consciousness of the group. It is a language that humans are only beginning to comprehend, a reminder that intelligence manifests in countless forms beyond our own. Visualize the sound waves traveling effortlessly through the water, bending and stretching, curving around obstacles, reaching dolphins who may be meters or even kilometers away. In this aquatic environment, sound is the primary currency of interaction. Sight is limited, obscured by depth and light, but sound can traverse the murky expanse, connecting every member of the community. The signature whistles are like invisible threads, weaving a tapestry of social bonds, memory, and identity that is both intimate and infinitely expansive. Feel the sense of wonder as you realize the sophistication of this system. Each dolphin not only produces its unique call, but also remembers the calls of dozens of others, sometimes hundreds, maintaining an auditory map of social connections that rivals even the most complex human networks. Recognition through sound allows dolphins to navigate their social world with precision, to form alliances, to avoid conflict, and to cooperate in hunting and defense. It is a living, dynamic system, a neural and social choreography orchestrated in real time beneath the waves. Consider the implications of this. A being whose identity is inseparable from its sound. A voice that travels farther than its body, carrying the essence of self through a medium that connects and separates simultaneously. Dolphins are simultaneously individuals and integral parts of a fluid society. Their whistles, an echo of their presence, a statement of existence, a call that affirms belonging. In a world where humans often struggle to understand one another, here is a species for whom communication is a natural, effortless symphony, for whom language is life itself. Imagine diving deeper into the pod, listening closely. The air is filled with a chorus of signature whistles, clicks, and pulses. Each call is precise, each response intentional. A mother calls her calf. The calf echoes, experimenting, learning, perfecting its own voice. Older dolphins call to younger ones, introducing them to the wider pod, teaching them the subtleties of recognition, memory, and response. This is a process of culture, transmitted orally, generation to generation, echo to echo, a lineage of sound stretching back through time. Picture the interplay of identity and memory. Dolphins are not limited to recognizing only their immediate companions. They recall whistles of individuals encountered months or even years before, maintaining social awareness that transcends space and time. Imagine remembering the voice of a friend across oceans, the tone, the subtle inflections, the precise rhythm that marks them as themselves. This is what dolphins do every day, navigating a world woven of sound, memory, and identity. Now let your mind linger on the beauty of this communication. Think of the intelligence required to produce such precise sounds, to perceive the subtle nuances, to respond appropriately. Imagine the social complexity, the hierarchy of recognition, the networks of friendship and kinship, all maintained through sonic signatures. The ocean becomes a cathedral of echoes, each signature whistle, a prayer, a greeting, a story. Each dolphin is both a solitary composer and a participant in a communal symphony, their lives intertwined through waves and frequencies, a delicate balance of individuality and connection. Visualize the dolphins swimming together, coordinated through these invisible threads of sound. They hunt cooperatively, circle schools of fish, and communicate strategies without sight, relying on memory and auditory perception. Imagine the elegance of such cooperation. A dance choreographed entirely through language, memory, and social intelligence. It is as if the ocean itself becomes a classroom, a theater, and a social network simultaneously. A space where identity and belonging are constantly affirmed through the resonance of sound. Feel the intimacy of this system. Each whistle carries meaning, emotion, and intent. It is a bridge between minds, a signal that reassures, guides, and teaches. Dolphins call not only to communicate facts, but to nurture relationships, to affirm bonds, to express playfulness or concern. Each sound is an echo of personality, a fingerprint of consciousness. In this, there is a profound lesson for humans, that identity can be maintained, celebrated, and transmitted through connections, and that belonging can be both profound and invisible, existing in the delicate space of recognition and response. Picture yourself floating quietly among them, listening without interrupting, absorbing the subtle complexity of this aquatic society. You hear the patterns of whistles, the interweaving calls, the echoes bouncing between individuals. You sense the intelligence, the curiosity, the emotional depth present in every call. Imagine the dolphins acknowledging your presence, if only subtly, a ripple of sound across the water, a reminder that life communicates in countless ways beyond human perception. Now, drift into reflection. Think of your own voice, your own means of communicating identity and connection. Consider the dolphins, for whom sound is a literal extension of self, a beacon of individuality and social presence. Reflect on the beauty of a world where identity is inseparable from interaction, where recognition is both a right and a gift, where even the simplest call can carry profound meaning. Allow the soundscape to fade gently as your mind absorbs the awe of this complex society. Imagine the lasting impression these signature whistles leave, a legacy of intelligence and social cohesion that has persisted for millions of years. The dolphins are storytellers, teachers, and friends, each one contributing to a tapestry of sound, life, and memory that defines their existence. As you drift further into calm awareness, let the gentle pulse of their communication echo within you. Feel the connection to this hidden world, the subtle rhythms of interaction, the beauty of identity expressed through sound. Let your imagination linger on the elegance and sophistication of these marine communities, marveling at the intelligence that is alive, vibrant, and mysterious beneath the waves. Breathe slowly, allowing curiosity and wonder to mingle with a sense of calm. Each signature whistle, each echo, is a testament to life's creativity and resilience, a reminder that intelligence and connection take many forms. In this hidden, watery world, dolphins thrive through memory, communication, and subtle social recognition, a reminder that even in vast, seemingly empty spaces, life is rich, nuanced, and endlessly fascinating. Let the images of pods, signature whistles, and playful, coordinated movement drift softly through your mind, and as you do, feel a sense of connection to these intelligent beings, a sense of curiosity for the invisible threads that bind life together, and a sense of calm knowing that such intricate societies exist, quietly, profoundly, in the hidden depths of the ocean. Close your eyes for a moment and let your mind drift across time, across millennia, to a place that now feels impossibly dry and unyielding, the vast expanse of the Sahara Desert. Today, it stretches endlessly, sand meeting sky in a golden haze, the sun blazing down upon a land of extremes. Yet this was not always the case. Thousands of years ago, between 6 and 8 millennia past, this same land was alive, vibrant, and teeming with water. Rivers meandered across its surface, lakes mirrored the sky, and the air was rich with life, a humid breath filling every corner with possibility. Imagine standing on the banks of a gentle river, the water reflecting the soft, green canopy of reeds and trees that lined its edges. In the distance, elephants moved slowly, their massive forms casting long shadows, each step purposeful yet calm, as if they were custodians of a secret landscape. Giraffes grazed among clusters of acacia trees, their elegant necks swaying gracefully as they reached for leaves kissed by sunlight. Herds of antelope wandered the open plains, their movements rhythmic, almost meditative, a dance performed over a canvas of green rather than gold. This was the African humid period, a time when the climate favored rain over drought, when monsoons painted the land in deep, nourishing colors, and when human settlements flourished along the banks of fertile waterways. Imagine the skies during this era. Clouds heavy with life-giving moisture rolled gently over the horizon, spilling down in soft showers that nourished soil and seed alike. Each drop of rain a messenger of growth, each gust of wind a whisper through the grasslands. The air smelled of wet earth and foliage, a perfume that carried the promise of abundance and quiet adventure. Visualize early humans walking through this vibrant landscape, their eyes wide with curiosity and wonder, taking in the richness of their surroundings. They hunted and gathered, not in fear, but in a harmony born of connection, their footsteps aligning with the rhythm of rivers and the sway of trees. They witnessed migrations of animals, seasonal shifts, and the delicate balance that allowed this paradise to persist. Each sunrise brought color and light, each sunset a quiet reminder that life, for now, was abundant and secure. Let your mind wander to the waterways, the lifeblood of this green Sahara. Rivers coursed through valleys, carving paths that connected distant lakes, creating a network of water that sustained both flora and fauna. Fish swam through clear pools, insects buzzed above the surface, and birds dotted the skies, calling to one another in patterns as old as time. The water shimmered in the sunlight, reflecting the infinite sky above, a mirror of blue and white suspended between heaven and earth. The land drank, grew, and pulsed with vitality, a heartbeat that echoed across forests and plains. Imagine the sensory richness of this world, the gentle rustle of leaves, the occasional trumpet of an elephant signaling its presence. The subtle rustling of small creatures hidden in the underbrush, all mingling to form a symphony of life. The temperature was warm, but tempered by breezes that wandered through the trees and across the plains, carrying the scent of wet earth, blossoms, and the faint salt of distant waterholes. Each step across the soft, damp soil was a connection to the ancient rhythms of nature, a reminder of a world alive and responsive. Now consider the passage of time, imperceptible yet inevitable. Earth's orbit, the subtle tilt and wobble of its axis, began to shift. Rainfall patterns altered gradually, and what was once green slowly yielded to yellow, and then to ochre. The rivers narrowed, the lakes receded, and life adapted or vanished. Animals migrated to follow the water. Humans moved to seek fertile lands elsewhere, and the once lush Sahara began to feel the weight of change pressing down. Imagine the sky turning clearer, the sun harsher, the winds picking up grains of sand to scatter across the land in gentle, persistent whispers of transformation. As the humid period waned, the green plains that supported elephants, giraffes, and antelope began to disappear. Trees thinned, grasslands dried, and the richness of life diminished. The air became warmer, drier, carrying a new scent, that of dust and heat, the scent of a land preparing to transform again. Over centuries, the Sahara became the desert we know today, an expanse of sand and stone, yet one that still holds the memory of its vibrant past, hidden in the subtle traces of ancient riverbeds, in the fossils of long-gone animals, and in the sediment that whispers stories of wetter, greener times. Reflect on the lessons embedded in this transformation. The Sahara reminds us that Earth is never static. Its landscapes, climate, and ecosystems are dynamic, shifting slowly over vast spans of time. What appears permanent may only be temporary, and what seems inhospitable may once have been abundant and alive. Life adapts, evolves, and persists, and yet it is always at the mercy of forces larger than itself. This awareness instills humility, curiosity, and reverence for the delicate balance that sustains life on our planet. Now, imagine the Sahara today, its golden dunes stretching to the horizon, the wind creating ripples across the sand like waves on a vast, silent ocean. There is beauty here, too. A quiet, austere majesty that inspires reflection and awe. But beneath the surface, hidden in rock layers, fossilized bones, and ancient sediments, lives the echo of the green Sahara, a reminder of the abundance that once was and the impermanence of all landscapes. Close your eyes and picture the contrast. The lush, water-filled expanse of the past and the sun-baked desert of the present. And notice the rhythm of change, the pulse of the planet moving imperceptibly, inexorably. Feel a gentle sense of wonder as you consider the African humid period. Life, both human and animal, adapted to thriving in abundance, and yet all was subject to the invisible forces of planetary motion. Climate, water, orbit, and time acted in concert, shaping the environment in ways beyond individual control. It is a lesson of patience and acceptance, a meditation on change and resilience, an invitation to witness the extraordinary story of Earth in motion. Let the image settle. Imagine elephants drinking at a shrinking waterhole, giraffes stretching for the last green leaves on a thinning acacia tree, humans tracking game or gathering roots, knowing intuitively that the land around them is changing. The sense of temporality is palpable. Yet life continues, finds a way, evolves with grace. The green Sahara becomes a memory layered beneath sand and stone, a testament to Earth's capacity for transformation and renewal. Now, breathe slowly and imagine the layers of time beneath your feet. Each grain of sand, each fossil, each ripple of wind, a storyteller whispering secrets from thousands of years ago. The Sahara holds the record of life, climate, and change, a chronicle of resilience and impermanence that speaks to every living being, reminding us that Earth is alive, dynamic, and always surprising. Let your mind linger on this connection, feeling both awe and curiosity. Picture the Sahara as a living narrative, a story written in sand and sediment, in watercourses long vanished, in the bones of creatures that once roamed freely. Sense the richness of life that once thrived here, the elegance of ecosystems finely tuned to abundance, and the subtle shift toward the desert that demonstrates the planet's constant evolution. As you drift in thought, notice the lessons for ourselves. The Sahara encourages adaptability, patience, and respect for natural processes. It teaches that even seemingly harsh environments may once have held abundance, that all is transient, and that change, though sometimes gradual and imperceptible, shapes the world in profound ways. Let this knowledge settle softly within you, a meditation on impermanence, resilience, and the hidden histories that surround every landscape. Finally, as you imagine the golden sands stretching toward the horizon, imagine also the past rivers and lakes, the forests and herds, the green Sahara thriving under gentle rains. Feel the quiet connection to a time long gone, and let the story of transformation inspire both calm reflection and curiosity. The desert and the former paradise coexist in your mind, a dual image of Earth's beauty and dynamism. And in that awareness, allow yourself to relax, letting wonder and serenity fill every breath, every thought, a gentle meditation on the passage of time and the extraordinary resilience of life. Imagine a world much smaller than ours, yet vast in its complexity. A universe measured not in miles or kilometers, but in millimeters. A world buzzing with energy and intricate patterns. Picture a single bee, tiny and unassuming, wings vibrating at astonishing speeds, navigating a landscape of flowers, leaves, and subtle scents, a microcosm of life, unfolding at a pace and scale that our eyes can barely register. Within this small creature lies a mind capable of astonishing abstraction, a capacity to perceive concepts that we often think require vast intelligence and reasoning. Among these surprising abilities is the understanding of zero, the idea of nothingness, the recognition that the absence of something can itself hold meaning, a notion so subtle and abstract that even humans wrestled with it for centuries. Imagine the bee approaching a flower patch, each blossom a miniature universe filled with nectar, color, and scent. Some flowers are full, brimming with sweetness, others empty, offering nothing at all. To a casual observer, these differences might seem obvious, yet recognizing not just the presence of food, but the absence of it, comprehending that nothing is itself meaningful, requires a conceptual leap that challenges even the most sophisticated minds. Bees do not have our expansive brains. Their neurons number in the hundreds of thousands compared to the billions in humans, yet somehow they grasp this abstract idea, mapping absence, scarcity, and value in their tiny cognitive worlds. Imagine the experimental setups scientists have designed to explore this phenomenon. Bees are presented with cards or platforms bearing patterns, 1, 2, 3, or sometimes none. The task is simple in appearance, yet profoundly complex in implication. A bee must choose, for example, between a card showing one dot and a card showing nothing. In doing so, it demonstrates an understanding that nothing, zero, represents a quantity smaller than one. Picture the precision of the bee's flight, the gentle flutter as it lands on the correct choice, the subtle calibration of its movement guided not only by instinct but by a remarkable comprehension of numerical abstraction. Think of the elegance of such cognition in a creature so small. Unlike humans who learn the concept of zero only after years of education and symbolic reasoning, the bee accesses this understanding instinctively, through perception and learned experience, through repeated encounters with empty and full sources of nectar. Its tiny brain forms connections between absence and presence, reward and choice, creating a mental map of nothingness that informs decisions critical for survival. Every flower skipped because it is empty, every energy-conserving flight made to avoid waste, reflects an innate numerical wisdom, a harmony between instinct and abstraction. Visualize the bee in its hive, among thousands of sisters, each buzzing with activity, communicating through the dance of movement, the subtle vibration of the thorax, the exchange of scents and information about distant flowers. Each bee's choices, what to forage, what to ignore, resonate within the colony, a collective intelligence shaped by countless tiny decisions. When a bee recognizes zero, it is not only processing abstract numerical information, it is participating in a network of shared knowledge, a distributed awareness that guides the survival and efficiency of the entire hive. Consider the implications. A creature with such a small brain demonstrating an understanding of absence challenges our assumptions about intelligence. It blurs the line between instinct and cognition, revealing that the capacity to conceptualize, to comprehend abstract notions, may emerge in forms far different from our own. Zero, once considered a pinnacle of human abstraction, is understood by a bee navigating a flower field under sunlight and shade. Wind and whispering leaves, guided by senses honed over millions of years of evolution. Imagine the visual world of a bee. Flowers appearing in ultraviolet patterns, invisible to our eyes. Colors shifting in subtle gradients. Textures signaling nectar availability. Shapes directing flight paths with astonishing precision. Among these cues, the absence of reward becomes a meaningful signal, a void that shapes behavior and decision-making. A bee recognizes the emptiness, evaluates it against potential gains, and adjusts its flight accordingly. In this delicate interplay of perception and abstraction, we see a form of intelligence profoundly adapted to the demands of life, elegant, efficient, and unexpectedly sophisticated. Now picture the evolutionary story behind this ability. Over millions of years, bees have evolved to forage effectively, navigating complex landscapes with precision. Those able to recognize which flowers are empty and which contain nectar have a survival advantage. The brain, though small, is remarkably specialized, capable of encoding not just sensory data, but abstract representations, patterns, and numerical relationships. The recognition of zero is a testament to the pressures of survival shaping cognition, the exquisite tuning of a mind to the intricacies of its environment. Imagine the bee's daily journey through meadows, forests, and gardens. It takes flight at dawn, wings shimmering, guided by the sun and polarized light, navigating distances humans might think impossible. Each flower is assessed, each reward considered, and each emptiness recognized as a valuable datum. In this, the bee's understanding of zero is not an academic exercise. It is a practical, vital tool, integrated seamlessly into the rhythms of life, as natural and essential as the beating of its tiny heart or the vibration of its wings. Reflect on the beauty of this tiny intelligence. A bee, so small that we might overlook it in our hurried walks through nature, holds within its simple body a capacity for abstract thought, a grasp of a concept that has challenged humans and civilizations for centuries. Zero, the void, the empty set, the absence of quantity concepts that form the foundations of mathematics, philosophy, and science appear in the mind of a creature guided by sunlight, sense, and the gentle patterns of a blooming world. Picture, too, the connections to other species. Very few animals demonstrate this ability. Dolphins, certain birds, and primates. To see it in bees expands our sense of the diversity of cognition, the myriad ways life perceives and understands the universe. Tiny though it is, the bee joins a select company of beings capable of abstract numerical reasoning, revealing the profound intelligence embedded in forms we might otherwise dismiss as simple. As you imagine the bee choosing between 1 and 0, consider the elegance and simplicity of its actions. There is no hesitation, no confusion, only a graceful alignment of perception, memory, and instinct. It approaches, assesses, and decides, wings humming softly in the air, antennae probing the environment, brain calculating probabilities and value with astonishing speed. The choice reflects not only intelligence, but beauty, a poetry of cognition expressed in flight and decision, in movement and purpose. Think of the hive as a living network, a community in which knowledge flows. Each bee that understands 0 informs the collective, contributing to foraging efficiency, survival, and reproduction. In this way, abstract understanding is not isolated but communal, a cognitive current flowing through the fabric of the colony. The hive becomes more than the sum of its parts, a testament to the power of small minds working together, integrating perception, memory, and abstraction into a cohesive intelligence. Now, let your imagination wander to the flower fields themselves, the textures, colors, and scents, each offering lessons in probability, pattern recognition, and abundance. Some blooms are brimming, others empty, some hidden under leaves or in shadows. Each choice the bee makes is informed by the recognition of absence, a subtle yet profound understanding that nothingness itself has value. This comprehension, so natural for the bee, seems almost miraculous to us, revealing the hidden depths of life in miniature. Consider, too, the philosophical resonance. 0 is not merely a number. It is the recognition that absence can shape reality, that nothing can have meaning, that voids can guide action. The bee, in its diminutive way, embodies this truth daily, weaving an abstract principle into the concrete necessities of life, creating a bridge between instinct and intellect, between survival and contemplation. As you imagine this tiny creature flying from flower to flower, wings vibrating in the warm air, remember that its mind carries concepts that once eluded great civilizations. 0, emptiness, nothingness, once milestones of human abstraction, appear in the cognition of a bee, navigating the delicate balance of life and sustenance. It is a humbling and inspiring thought, a reminder that intelligence and insight are not the sole domain of large brains or grand beings, but can emerge in forms tiny, delicate, and profoundly elegant. Finally, let this image settle in your mind. A bee hovering over a bloom, antennae twitching, wings trembling, making a choice informed by the understanding of 0, the recognition of nothing, the silent logic of absence guiding action. Let it inspire awe, curiosity, and a gentle meditation on the wonder of life, cognition, and the hidden brilliance present even in the smallest beings. The world is alive with intelligence far beyond what we may initially perceive, and within that awareness, let yourself pause, breathe, and marvel at the extraordinary minds contained in the tiniest forms of life. Imagine standing on the banks of a quiet river, sunlight glinting off rippling water, the wind rustling leaves in a gentle whisper, the earth beneath your feet soft and alive. You might think this river has always flowed this way, unchanging, guided solely by the pull of gravity and the contours of the land. Yet beneath its calm surface lies a story far richer and stranger than mere water and soil. It is a story of life, of predators and prey, of balance and absence, of forces so subtle that one might miss them entirely if not paying attention. This is the story of wolves, creatures often misunderstood, and their profound ability to reshape landscapes, to alter rivers, and to weave the threads of life into a tapestry far more intricate than the eye can see. Picture the Yellowstone National Park before the return of the wolves, a landscape of sweeping valleys and ancient forests where deer and elk grazed freely, consuming young saplings and shrubs with voracious appetite. The trees along the riverside struggled to grow, their roots unable to anchor soil, leaving riverbanks vulnerable to erosion. Water, though steady, carved wider, more meandering paths, reshaping the land slowly but inexorably, a dance of geology untempered by ecological restraint. The rivers were alive, yes, but in a way that reflected imbalance, a harmony disrupted by the absence of a key actor in the theater of life. Now imagine the wolves returning, sleek shadows slipping silently through the forests, eyes alert, muscles coiled in perfect efficiency, embodying both grace and power. Their presence was subtle yet transformative. The deer and elk, once confident and abundant, now moved differently, grazing selectively, avoiding certain areas, changing patterns of feeding in response to the predator's gaze. This shift might seem minor, almost imperceptible, yet its effects cascaded through the ecosystem like ripples on water, touching every leaf, every blade of grass, every curve of the riverbank. Visualize the riverside groves slowly rejuvenating. Young willows, aspens, and cottonwoods, once nibbled into stunted forms, now grow taller, their roots digging deep into soil, stabilizing the banks, preventing erosion. Small streams that once meandered widely begin to flow more predictably, channels reinforced by vegetation, water slowing in pools that provide habitats for fish and amphibians. The land, in response to the subtle return of balance, begins to heal itself, and the rivers change, not by the hand of human engineers, not by any conscious intent, but through the interconnected dance of predator and prey, life and survival. Think of the wolves themselves, moving in packs with intricate social bonds, communicating with barks, howls, and body language. Each decision about where to hunt, how to patrol, subtly influencing the movement of herbivores. Every chase, every avoidance, creates a ripple of effects through the terrain. Grasslands flourish where once grazers dominated. Shrubs recover, and biodiversity increases, creating shelter for countless species of birds, insects, and small mammals. The ecosystem becomes richer, more complex, more resilient. Consider the physics of it all. Rivers, once shifting and unpredictable, now carved gentler paths, shaped by stronger banks, reinforced by vegetation, whose presence is directly linked to the wolves' predatory pressure. The landscape itself is alive, bending and adapting, a collaboration between biology and geology, predator and prey, time and persistence. The wolves, though few in number, dictate the rhythm of the land, demonstrating how a single species can influence forces far beyond its immediate presence, altering water flow, soil stability, and even the contours of the earth over years and decades. Picture standing in this transformed Yellowstone, sunlight filtering through taller trees, water flowing more calmly, fish darting in deeper pools, songbirds nesting where once bare earth prevailed. The effect is profound, almost poetic. The presence of predators changes the behavior of prey. The behavior of prey changes the growth of vegetation. The growth of vegetation stabilizes the rivers, and the rivers themselves shift their courses, creating new habitats and possibilities for life. A chain of causation stretching across scales, from the smallest blade of grass to the winding rivers, all set in motion by the elegant force of predation. Reflect on the broader significance. This is a living example of a trophic cascade, where predators indirectly shape the ecosystem, demonstrating that life is not a series of isolated events, but a network of interactions where every actor, visible or invisible, has consequences. Wolves, often feared or misunderstood, are architects of landscape, engineers of ecology, sculptors of rivers. Their subtle influence reshaping mountains, valleys, and streams, it reminds us that nature's balance is delicate, dynamic, and deeply interwoven, where the absence of a single species can ripple across entire landscapes. Imagine the ripple effects beyond the rivers. Beavers returning to the banks as vegetation increases, building dams and ponds, creating habitats for amphibians, birds, and aquatic plants. Insects flourish, pollinating flowers, spreading seeds, enriching the soil further. Predators and prey continue their dance, cycles of abundance and scarcity stabilizing the land in ways that humans cannot replicate. The wolves, in their silent, purposeful movements, have orchestrated a symphony of life, demonstrating that power need not be loud to be transformative, that influence can be profound even in stealth and subtlety. Visualize the patience required for this transformation, how years pass while the ecosystem slowly heals. Rivers stabilize, vegetation grows stronger, and the landscape achieves a balance that had long been missing. It is not instantaneous. It is a slow, deliberate process, a meditation in motion, revealing that ecological recovery is a matter of time, persistence, and the interplay of countless beings acting according to their instincts, their needs, and their survival strategies. Now, let the imagination linger on the wolves themselves, moving through forests at dusk, howling to communicate with distant pack members, muscles taut, senses alert, navigating terrain that shifts beneath their paws. Each decision, each predatory choice, subtly modifies the behavior of herbivores, which in turn reshapes the vegetation and soil, which in turn guides the course of rivers and streams. It is a chain reaction, invisible to the casual observer, yet monumental in scope, a demonstration of the interconnectedness of life and the profound power of ecological balance. Consider the lesson for humans. Ecosystems are not static. They are dynamic, responsive, and dependent upon relationships that extend across species and time. The wolves, by simply living and hunting as they naturally would, restore a rhythm to the land, a cadence of life that humans often overlook. Their impact reminds us that every species, no matter how feared, misunderstood, or small in number, holds the potential to shape the environment in extraordinary ways. Imagine the rivers as storytellers, winding through valleys, carrying with them the memory of herbivores, the influence of predators, the stabilization of trees, the work of countless tiny organisms. Every bend, every pool, every current reflects the presence and influence of life. And in this story, the wolves are the quiet authors, orchestrating a balance that allows rivers to flow more gracefully, landscapes to recover, and life to flourish in ways both visible and hidden. Reflect on the harmony of it all. The gentle sway of trees, the calm flow of water, the renewed vibrancy of plant and animal life. The wolf's return demonstrates that ecological systems are resilient, capable of recovery when given the right conditions and guidance. It also reveals that the most subtle forces, often unnoticed, can have the most profound consequences, shaping the land itself over decades and centuries. Finally, picture yourself beside this river, sunlight fading, the gentle rush of water in your ears, the soft rustle of leaves overhead, and perhaps the distant howl of a wolf carried on the wind. Feel the connection between predator and prey, land and water, life and landscape, and recognize the profound truth that even in the wildest, most untamed corners of the earth, balance, harmony, and beauty emerge when every being, from the smallest plant to the top predator, plays its part. Let this vision linger, a meditation on the hidden power of life to shape itself, on the invisible threads that bind ecosystems, and on the elegance of wolves quietly changing the flow of rivers, one step at a time. And so, as the wolves continue to roam Yellowstone, rivers gently bend, forests quietly grow, and life carries on in its intricate dance, you too can let go, breathe deeply, and feel the calm rhythm of the world around you. The universe is alive, moving, and endlessly fascinating, and you are a part of it, safe, connected, and at peace. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the hidden wonders of our world. If you enjoyed this exploration, leave a comment and share your thoughts, because curiosity is the spark that keeps us discovering. Sleep peacefully, dream deeply, and remember that the wonders of life continue even as you rest. Sleep Science Fact: where wonder meets calm and curiosity drifts gently into dreams.